She was a Marine stationed at Camp Pendleton when she died last December while exploring the Yukon dive site just off Mission Bay. 10 News has obtained the wrongful death lawsuit filed on her behalf.
And 10 News reporter Preston Phillips has new developments on why her family claims that Anastasia Jackson was left to die.
10 News cameras were rolling when Lance Corporal Anastasia Jackson's body was brought to the surface. According to the medical examiner's office, Jackson had accidentally drowned after she suffered blunt force trauma to the head while exploring the Yukon dive site with 3 other divers, an instructor, and a dive master. She was found tangled in mooring rope in the hull of the wrecked ship. San Diego attorney James France says her buoyancy was never set before the dive and she was left there to die.
Dive master and the instructor are both grossly negligent in this dive.
France has now filed this civil lawsuit on behalf of Jackson and her mother.
The family wants justice in this case, and they do not want this to happen again.
France is suing PADI, the Professional Association of Diving Instructors, the Oceanside Scuba and Swim Center, and Waterhorse Charters, who was in charge of the dive boat Humboldt that day. A Waterhorse employee who was on the dive boat told 10 News over the phone he plans to fight the case all the way to the end because he says very little of what is alleged in this suit actually happened.
This whole charter that day was handled in a grossly negligent manner, and I think this was a profit-driven venture on the part of Waterhorse.
France claims Jackson's life should have been protected and could have been saved by the professional divers that were with her that day.
She had a lot of air. They could have saved her life. That's how serious this is.
Preston Phillips, 10 News.
Well, 10 News reached out to the Oceanside Scuba and Swim Center for comment over the course of 2 days, but our phone calls were never returned. We are still working to get in touch with the Professional Association of Diving Instructors, who France says is to blame for the faulty certifications.